Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I've got the greatest collection from our friends at Craft Consortium. These are 3D decoupage card toppers. I can't wait to show you what I did with these, so come play with us. So let's take a look at what you get inside. This one is called the Gift of Giving. There are 5 different designs and 2 of each, so you get 10 card toppers in each one. So let's take a look at these. They're so cute. They're already die cut. You just punch them out and you add a little foam tape, and then you just stack them up and create your topper. So let's get right to it. I'm going to show you how to put these together. So for my card here, this is a 6 by 5.5 inch card, and I have covered this with paper from, this is Dotted Duos number 2. It has this really nice lavender, and on each side it's got a small dot and then a large dot. So I've just taken one sheet and used the large dot on this side and then turned it over. That's about 3.5 inches, and then went ahead and turned that paper over and used the last part for this border, and I just put a little bit of white cardstock there. And then this little greeting right here, this is from the We're Together Pastel and Pearl Dazzle stickers, and there is some, there we go, a sheet of white right there. It comes in all these wonderful colors, and this is just a great collection to have in your little card tool stash. So what you're going to do is take this and punch these out. Let me find this one. Here we go. Nope, that's not the right one. Also cute and pastel-y. So we're going to punch this little guy out right here, and that's going to be the base. All right, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to take our Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue. We're going to go ahead and glue that to the card front. And then on the back of each one of the layers, and let's see, this one has 4 layers to go on top of that. They're all numbered, which is so helpful. You don't have to figure it out yourself. You just follow along. And I put some little foam tape on the back of mine. Peel this off. Now, you can use, there's a couple of different options for foam tape at Paper Wishes. We carry these little squares. They're already die cut. They work great for using the layers and the decoupage. Or you can get this giant foam roll and just cut everything into little sections yourself. And then what you're going to do is just take this first layer and you just align it with the edges of this larger one. Oops, you can see I've got my little ear here. And what I like to do is I just find something at each corner that I'm aligning it with. There we go. Next layer has less elements on it. And then these last 2 have already gone ahead and put together. I'm just going to put those, oops. Oh, I forgot to take the foam tape backing off the second layer. Well, I guess it would be the 3rd layer if you're counting the first one. There we go. There we are, and the last layer right there. You can see you've already got your layers there. These mail beautifully. And we've got a little bit of ribbon here. This is from it's a gingham ribbon set, and all of these items are listed below the video. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, you just look right down there and everything is listed. And our money saver on the Craft Consortium 3D decoupage kits are right over there on the right hand side. And if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box and the link will take you right to this page. So that's just the basic of it, how you put those together. So that is the gift giving set. And let's see, let's take a look at the Sandy Paws collection. So cute. This one I love, it's just very beachy. Isn't that cute? Those little beach shacks. So sweet. Right, and that one, I'm going to show you how to use. These are 3D frame cards. They're already pre-die cut. They're from hot off the press. You get 3 cards and 3 envelopes in each one. And I'm going to show you how to put these together because those little toppers fit so nicely inside these frames. So these are the pieces that you'll need out of this little kit here. They come already die cut, already cut here, ready to go. The only thing you have to do is there's one extra fold right here, and you just want to fold that. Got our bone folder here, and that is the only fold there you're going to need to make to get started. So that looks like this little book, gives that frame some dimension. Then you're going to cover the card front, this whole part here, with paper or patterned cardstock. And what I'm using here is 6x6 patterned paper. This is gingham #1 papers, and it has this really sweet little red gingham. And I'm using the small check side, and then on the opposite side we've got our large check, which I will use on the spine. So we never like to waste any of our little paper here. And notice I'm turning the card over to cut it even with the card edges. So when you get to this point right here, we're going to take an X-Acto knife, because even though these are already die cut, now that we've covered them with paper, we need to go ahead and cut those again. Now you could also just take an ink pad and ink around the edges of this, and then you wouldn't have to do any extra cutting. For those of you who like to cover it with paper, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I like to take my retractable knife here and just going to follow right in the lines there that are already die cut. You could also use a ruler if that makes you a little more steady. Actually, I didn't cut far enough. I need to go from corner to corner here on the frame. I am going to use a ruler. I got a little cocky there. There we go. And we're just going to cut right in there. Okay, and we're going to turn it and cut the other way. And when you get that done, these are going to be cut free like this. Okay, so once that is done, on this one I've gone ahead and added a few little things here. This is a 96 Happy Birthday Dazzle stickers, and they come in all these fantastic colors. And I use the red here, right there on my little gingham. So I went ahead and put that. Normally I would wait till everything is done, but we're going to go ahead and do that now. And then on the inside, you can see here I took the rest, some more of that gingham on the large print, and I put it there. And I also just took one of these sweet little, these are thin line, these are primary thin line border dazzle stickers. Where's the red? It must be stuck. There we go. And I use that red right there. Put that along the edge, and then off of each of these little sandy paws, I thought that was cute that they're all labeled like this, so I just cut that off and I just added it to the inside of my card. I just thought that was really sweet. So now once I've got all of these cut with my knife, then I'm going to go and I'm going to fold them like this. And it's really easy to do. You just sort of take this and open it up, and then you're going to fold it like this all the way around. And it's nice to go ahead and take your bone folder and make sure everything is folded and creased really nicely. All right, and then when you get to that point, you're going to take this next little score line and you're going to fold everything in just like that. Right, and that's helping us with that frame. We're going to turn this over. And then every kit comes with 2 of these little squares, okay? 2 for each one of these cards. And I'm going to show you what you're going to do with that. The first one we're going to take, and we're going to use it to glue to the back of our little card topper here. And I'm going to show you why. I get asked all the time, is that enough glue? And I'm like, it absolutely is enough glue. I find if I use too much more that everything just sort of slides around and it takes longer to dry and it's just a mess. I really just like to get it at the corners where things are getting handled the most. So now that I've done that, I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to cut this even because there's just a tiny little bit here that we need to trim away. And it's not going to interfere at all with the card topper. The corners on the card toppers are rounded and my square frame has a very square opening, so I want to make sure that everything fits well, just like that. Now what we're going to do is just take and put glue right on these little points, and you don't need a lot, just that. We're going to take this and glue this right in here. Okay, and now we're going to turn it over. And then you just sort of square everything up like this and hold this down just so that that glue can take hold. We're going to do it here now too. And then that other card topper, this other of the two from the, not the card topper, excuse me, those other two squares, we've used one with the card topper, we have one left. I covered that with some more of that gingham paper. And I'm going to put some glue right here. And that's going to be on the back. So when you open this up, so when you open your card up, whoa, it hopefully doesn't fall off like that. Go. Didn't let it set up enough. So when you open your card up, you have this nice little thing right here to look at. You could put another birthday greeting there, and everything looks all nice and clean and decorated. So this makes a really nice 3D card when you're mailing that. Oh, I should mention too, I also took another little bit and put it on the little binding there of that larger gingham. And when you're mailing it, you just sort of have everything kind of go down like that, and it's wonderful for mailing. All right, so let's move on and show you another type of card. So for the, oh, here's another one I wanted to show you with the same frame. And this one I'll refer to, this is the gift giving again, okay? That's this collection. So cute, with a cute little kitty cat. And for this one, I covered it with, this is a new one for us. This is Windflower 6x6 patterned cardstock. And 6x6 just worked great with these little frame cards. As you can see, I covered the frame in the exact same way as I did just now with the red gingham. And then on the inside, I covered this part. That square has that nice little seam there. For this, I used, for the happy birthday, there's the script greeting dazzle stickers, and has a really nice white there. Comes in black, white, silver, and gold. And then just added a little purple bow there using the purple ribbon set. The last one I wanted to show you was from this little set here. This is the In the Forest. And these are so cute. This one's a little bit different. It has 4 just regular toppers like this. They're more rectangle. And then, here's the 4th one. And then it's got this other sheet of just punch outs that you can use for lots of different things. So what I did for my card, okay, so this is a 6.5 by 5 inch card. And for this one, I used Foggy Forest 12 by 12 pattern cardstock and then the coordinating solid cardstock. And how I did this to create my card, I made a little sample here for you. The first thing I did was just go ahead and just glue about a 1-inch strip of the sort of olive green solid cardstock at the top of my card. And then I took some of this patterned paper, and I went ahead, and this has got this wonderful tree background. This one has the tops of the trees. This is actually the piece that goes below it, and I just thought I would use that for another card. Tore that top edge about 3/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch from the top edge. We're going to glue that down. Just like that. And then I tore another piece, it's also about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch, and then that's 6.5 inches long. And we're just going to glue that along the bottom edge. And the reason I wanted to do that is I wanted to have a place for my little animals to sit so they're not just sort of floating. Because what I did here was I didn't use this topper that's square. I just started off with this one. So I started with layer number 2, and then I just added to that. So you can see here, I just used these pieces right here, glued them right there, and then I went ahead and used all of those little extra punch outs right here. I used the owl, and see how he's just sort of sitting at the top there and extending here. I should also mention I used some stickers here and here. These are those thin line primary dazzle stickers again, and I used the brown. So yeah, it has the primary colors but also has brown, black, and I use those along the top and the bottom edge. And then also in brown, this is the Inside Outside Dazzle Sticker Collection. And I used the Thinking of You, used this little stump, the raccoon, this little, just added all these little extra pieces. And then when you open the card up, I used this one right here, glued him here, foam taped the little bunny here, and then of course I used the happy birthday because this collection is great. It has things that you can put on the inside and the outside of your card. So you guys, that's what we have for you today for these fantastic little card toppers by Craft Consortium. They're so sweet, so fun to make, and I think Paulette's even adding in those little frame die-cut cards into the bundle there, so for the money saver. So definitely take a look at the money saver on the right-hand side. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then just look below the video and you'll see in the description box a link to this Paper Wishes webisode page. Hey, give us a thumbs up. It really helps people find our channel. And subscribe. We do 3 to 5 of these videos a week and we wouldn't want you to miss anything. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.